Hello, how's it going? Wie geht's? Hoe gaat het? Está buen? Shishi? I'm sure those last two are completely wrong, but I gave it a go anyway. And that's kind of the point, isn't it? The point of life. How you progress, how you do stuff. Or new things, at least, anyway. This is, of course, video number 80 in my journey of vlogging on a daily basis. We are now officially 4/5 of the way through to 100, so that's another little milestone, I suppose, a minor milestone, if I can get my syllables out correctly. Yeah, so the point in life and things you do, things you don't do, things you want to do, etc., comes down to just having a go, even when you think you're doing it wrong, or when you think you're doing the wrong thing, and especially when other people tell you no, you shouldn't do it, or no, you couldn't do it. That should be the main drive for you wanting to do something, because what it comes down to there is not everyone has your best intentions at the forefront of their minds, as in no one cares about you except for you, except for like your parents. Maybe they might well want to help you progress and do stuff, but even that comes with some, what's the word, some pushback when you want to try something new. Or one example I've got was, instead of going to university, was taking a year out or going to college and doing something else instead. Apparently for my parents that was not an option for me to not go to university, because they'd both gone, everyone before them had gone, and blah blah blah, you know, that's how it goes. Baby boomers, something. Oh, you found out how touchscreens work, welcome to the party. Yeah, naturally I went to university. I say naturally. If I did what I wanted to do, I wouldn't have gone to university. I would have done something very different from what I do now. But it is what it is. I went to uni. There was quite an experience there. Not all of it good, not all of it bad. Most of the bad parts were probably the examinations. Yeah, they were bullshit. The good parts were the food and friends and alcohol. In hindsight, the alcohol was a bad part now, but you know, in the moment and all that. So I've got obviously a very good example there of not doing something when someone else supposedly has your best intentions at their heart, or whatever the phrase exactly should be, I don't know. And the more detached someone is from you, i.e. once you look outside of your immediate family, people care less and less about you. Okay, you might have a partner who cares about you enough to support you in every way, shape and form, but that's a different kind of relationship. But then even if you have a really good relationship, it doesn't mean your partner always supports you. So there's that. That's what I mean. That's where it gets complicated. And then the further out you go from that, family, then non-blood relatives, close friends or relations, whatever. What's that smell? It smells like burning grass. People care less and less about you, so there will naturally be more pushback, especially when it comes to the professional world. When you start working, or if you're tackling new projects, a lot of the time, I should say, if what you're trying to do can financially benefit someone else, they will support you to the end that they come off better from it, or they stand something to gain, not because they give a shit about the journey. If someone doesn't stand to gain anything from your professional projects, intentions, visions, then you will get zero support from other people. And this is something that has been well documented in many, many books. It's something that I have experienced personally. And you know what the one thing is you should just do, or the one thing you can do, is just to go and do what it is you need to do, want to do, or I don't know if there's any other way of putting it. When you want to get shit done, go and do it. If you don't know how to do something, or don't know how to get something done, research it, go and do it anyway. And that way you're going to learn. And that's probably the cheapest or best education you can get, by doing something yourself, not through reading textbooks and watching videos. Yeah, they're all great. They're a good starting point. They will help you spot the things to look out for, but the actual journey of getting something done can only be done by you doing it. So yeah, that's that. Just wanted to say that, wanted to get that out there. You know, it's not been on my mind. It's literally, that was the first thing that came out of my mouth, which as for the first thing that's gone in my mouth today, has been nothing so far. I've yet to have lunch. It's 6 p.m. I've not had lunch yet, so my dinner will be my lunch and breakfast. Yeah, 3 cups of coffee. That's what's been keeping me going so far, which is fine, because yesterday I had a massive lunch. It was delightful. It was so big, I basically skimped on dinner. I had a very small dinner. I had basically a snack, and I went to bed still full. I woke up this morning not hungry at all. It wasn't until about 2 o'clock this afternoon that I started thinking, oh, it'd be nice to have some food. But then taking an hour out of my day to go and get food and return to the office and carry on doing what I was doing, I was like, nah, I'm just going to carry on. I'll ignore it. I'll just, have a decent dinner. By decent, I mean a decent sized dinner. The only downside of getting home late, and judging by the traffic and the fact that I'm currently doing a touch over 30 miles an hour in a 60 mile an hour zone, I'm going to be missing out on the gym. Yesterday I made the conscious decision to not go to have a rest day, because I had gone 4 days on the trot and I'd been giving it my all. I'd really been pushing it. So I switched up my training style from something that I'd been getting too comfortable with, and I've started working with German volume training. So everything is 10 sets of 10 reps with a minute break in between. Most people recommend only doing one such exercise, or one such set of 10, or 10 sets even, 10 sets of 10, in one gym session or per week or whatever. Yeah, I've been doing 3 or 4 exercises like that. So I've been doing 300 to 400 rep workouts, and then throwing in a few usually at least one accessory movement with that as well. And I've got to say, it feels good. Like even now, I've still got a pump in my arms, my biceps, my chest is still pumped, even my lats feel super activated constantly. Like everything's twitching in a good way, not of its own accord. It's twitching when I tell it to twitch, kind of thing. Like I reckon if my forearms weren't so soft, I'd have a go at cracking a walnut in on the inside of my elbow. Actually, nah, I've tried that once before. It really fucking hurt. It's not something I want to relive anytime soon. I'd definitely be able to like squeeze the fuck out of an orange, so get some juice. Y'all want orange juice? Bam! There you go. So yeah, that's me blabbering on a bit for a few minutes. So not going to the gym today. I will be making a point of going there tomorrow morning if there are no family plans. See how that goes. Saturday mornings are usually fairly good. If you get in there before 9 o'clock, you avoid all of the classes and all the older ladies who cackle, scream, shout and use benches as tables. So yeah, we'll be looking to avoid that. Okie dokie, well, I'm going to get going now. This is it for video number 80. It's Friday evening. The sun's out. Feels like summer, although the temperature has dropped a bit in the last hour. Still, it's not cold at the moment. So yeah, I will see you tomorrow. Have a great afternoon, a great evening, and a great weekend ahead.